The diving elbow drop was recognised as a legitimate finishing move back in the 1990s, made famous by the Macho Man Randy Savage, who used the move to put away his opponents. However, as the years went by, wrestlers such as Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, and Dean Ambrose started to incorporate the Macho Man's finishing move as his signature move in their own movesets. As a result, the diving elbow drop has lost its calibre over the years. However, it is still being used to this day as a small tribute to the Macho Man Randy Savage. A superplex, not to be confused with a suplex, is when a suplex is performed but to an opponent who is sitting on the top rope or turnbuckle. Innovated by Dynamite Kid, the superplex was popularised by Cowboy Bob Orton and Barry Windham, who used the move as a finishing move. However, the move does not quite get the same reaction as it did back then, when it was a big deal. Although impressive to watch, the superplex has exhausted over the years, as pretty much everyone in the locker room has used the move at some point or another in their career. Nowadays, the move is usually used as a "by God" moment, as Jim Ross would say, and to give the wrestlers a little break. The clothesline is a staple move in every single wrestler's arsenal, and is usually a routine move in the ring. However, a modified version of clothesline, the clothesline from hell, was used as a finisher by John Bradshaw Layfield to destroy his opponents and turn them inside out. The move is also used as a finisher by Luke Harper, who uses a different variation known as the discus clothesline. Today, the move is not as destructive as it once was, and is now a basic move at every wrestler's disposal. Once a finishing move used by Jake the Snake Roberts, the DDT, or the End as Jake the Snake Roberts once put it, is now a normal offence used by almost every wrestler who steps foot in the ring. Roberts is credited with the invention of the DDT, and actually discovered it by accident. He used the move to finish off his opponents in a devastating manner by practically giving them brain damage. However, today the move is nowhere near as deadly as it once was, and it rarely even gets past a 2 count. Since then, there have been many variations of the move, such as Dean Ambrose's Dirty Deeds and Mick Foley's Double Arm DDT. Made famous by the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, the Superkick is pretty much used by the whole WWE roster, by the likes of Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, The Usos, Seth Rollins, Luke Harper, Tyler Breeze, Alberto Del Rio, Rusev, and the list just goes on. The sweet chin music used to win Michaels many matches as well as the championships, and was one of the most iconic finishing moves in WWE history. However, many started to incorporate the Superkick into their own movesets, whether it be a routine or a signature move, and over time reduced the effectiveness of the maneuver. As a result, a Superkick in this day and age usually just provides a false finish to the match, and does not create that feeling of nostalgia that it once did.